Hello children, welcome you all in today's class. In today's class, we will be seeing the exercise answers from 6.3 and then we will continue the class. Okay. So, in this exercise, we are going to deal with the property of angle sum property. Okay. So, here a triangle is given, and in a triangle, all the three angles will add up to 180 degree. Okay, yes or no? That is what angle sum property says. Okay, so here x plus 50 plus 60 equal to 180 degree. Okay, that is x plus 50 plus 60 is how much? 110. That is equal to 180 degree. We need x only, right? So we can keep x and take 110 to the other side. That is 180 degree minus 110 degree, and that is nothing but 70 degree. So the value of x is 70. Okay. Coming to the next one, here only one angle 30 degrees given. The other angle is x, and the other angle is, what is that? Here we have a symbol of right angle. Okay. So that is x plus 30 degree plus 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree is right angle, right? Equal to 180 degree. Okay. So you will have x plus 90 plus 30 is how much? 120 degree equal to 180 degree. Okay. Then x is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree, and that is nothing but x is equal to 60 degree. Okay. Fine. Coming to the next one, here two angles are given as x. Okay. And the third angle is given as 50 degree. Okay. So here we can write 2x plus 50 equal to 180 degree. Okay. So we need the value of x. So keep 2x and take 50 to the other side. So 180 minus 50 degree. Okay. That is how much? 130 degree. Okay. Now we need x only, right? X is equal to 130 degree divided by 2. So what is that? See, 2 6 are 12, 1 remaining. That is 5. So x is equal to 65 degrees. Understood? Coming to the last one, here all the angles are given as x. So x plus x equal to 180 degree. That is 3x is equal to 180 degree. Next, x is equal to 180 divided by 3. So what is that? 3 6 are 18, right? Yes. So 60 degrees. So understood all of you? So we have used the property of angle sum property and we have found out the unknown angles. Now coming to the next question. The second question from exercise 6.3. Okay. So here we have to find the unknown angles. So we have learnt about vertically opposite angles, linear angles, then angle sum property of a triangle. So using these three properties we are going to solve this sum. Okay. So here it is very clear that x is equal to 60 degree, and that is because of vertically opposite angles. Okay. Is it clear? Now two angles are known in the triangle, 30 degree and 60 degree. Okay. So in place of x you will write 60, right? So 30 degree plus 60 degree plus y equal to 180. This is because of angle sum property of a triangle. Okay. Next you have 30 plus 60 as 90 degree plus y equal to 180 degree. Okay. So y is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree, and that is simply y is equal to 90 degree. Understood? So now we have found out the value of x also, y also. So x is 60 degree and y is 90 degree. So coming to the next one, here it is very clear that y is equal to 90 degree because of vertically opposite angles. Okay. Next we have 2x. So x plus in place of y we will write 90. So these are the angles in the triangle equal to 180 degree, and this is because of angle sum property. Okay. So next what we have? Next we have 2x plus 90 equal to 180. Then 2x is equal to 90, yes or no? 90 will go that side. If it is subtracted from 180, you get simply 90. So 2x equal to 90, and this gives x is equal to 90 divided by 2, that is 45 degree. Okay. You will take 2 that side and divide it, right? Here it is multiplied. So if you take that side and if you divide it, 90 divided by 2 is 45. Okay, clear? Next, coming to the last one. Here, we should find x and y. Okay, both x and y are equal because x and y are vertically opposite angles or not? Yes. So y is equal to x. So in a similar way, all the three interior angles are equal to x only, because all the three exterior angles are x, and the angles inside the triangle is vertically opposite to them. So all the three angles are x. Okay. So 3x is equal to 180 and x is equal to 60. So it is an equilateral triangle. Okay. Y is also equal to 60 degree only. Because y is equal to x, we have did here, right? Because of vertically opposite angle. So at last also you will have y is equal to 60. Okay, is it clear for all of you? Now let us see the answers of basic math sums that were given. The first sum was find the difference between the greatest 4-digit number and smallest 6-digit number. Okay, smallest 6-digit number is 1 lakh. Okay, so here we have 5 zeros and 1 1. Okay, so the smallest 6-digit number will be 1 lakh. Next, greatest 4-digit number is 9,999. Now remember, smallest 2-digit number is 10 and greatest 1-digit number is 9. Okay, so any greatest number will be consisting of 9. Okay, so greatest number means 9999. Okay. Next, smallest 6-digit number means it will have 1 1 and then it will have the following number are 0 numbers. Okay, so here we have to find the difference between them. So find the difference. Don't write 9 here. This is in the place of thousands, so you have to write it down near thousands only. Okay, so we have to borrow, right? So 10 minus 9 1, 9 minus 9 0, 0 0 and 9. So the answer is 90,001. Clear? Next, coming to this sum. Here mixed fraction is given. We have to first convert it to improper fraction. So 8 ones are 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Okay, so 11 by 8. See, you have to multiply these two numbers and that result you have to add with this number. Keep it in mind. 8 ones are 8 and 8 plus 3 is 11 and denominator as it is. And in the same way, here you have 7 8s are 56. 56 plus 5, 61 divided by 8. Since you have minus sign, you have to write minus sign here also. Okay, is it clear? So next you will be having denominator is 8 common, right? So 8 as it is, 11 and plus minus 61. So here you have to subtract. 61 minus 11 is how much? 50. What is the sign of bigger number? Minus. So minus 50 by 8. Is it clear? So this is your answer. Now let us see the answer of B3. So here the sum is 287.005 divided by 0.05. We have to find what will be the result. Okay. So you can write this number as, so remove decimal, and since you have 3 numbers after the decimal, you divide it by 1000. Okay. And the other number you can write it as divided by 5 by 100 because you have 2 numbers after the decimal point. Okay. Now, see, look here. You can do normal fractional division. That is, write the first number as it is, then change the multiplication symbol instead of division symbol, then take reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay. Now you can cancel out 0, 0. Then have 1 more 0, 1 more 0. Then this number you can cancel with 5 table. So 5 ones are 5, and here if you cancel, what will you get? 28 is there. 5 5s are 25. Okay, 3 remaining. Okay, so 37. Then 7s are 35, 2 remaining. So here it is 20, that is 4s are 20. Then this 0 as it is, and this 5, in place of 5 you will write 1. Okay, so you will have 57,401 divided by 10. And is there any number here? No, simply 1 by 1, that we can leave it as this. So at last you will arrive at a solution that 5740.1. Why you are keeping a point here? Because you are dividing by 10, so you will have the decimal point before the 1th digit. Is it clear for all of you? Now let us look into the answers from exercise 6.4. Okay, so here we are going to find out whether we can draw triangles using the given measurements or not. Okay, so yesterday we have solved one such problem in our classwork note. Okay, so now see the numbers given are 2 cm, 3 cm and 5 cm. Okay, now let us start adding it. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Is it greater than the third side? No, it is equal to the third side. Okay, so not greater than the third side. Okay, so if any one measure, I told you already in the classwork sum that we have to find it for all the 3 possible cases. That is, adding first 2, then next 2, then the last one, the first one. For everything, the third side which you have left out should be greater. But in the first case itself, it has gone wrong. So you will write, therefore, it is not possible to have a triangle with these measures. Okay. Next, coming to this one. Here, see, 6 plus 3 is how much? 9. 9 greater than 2. Okay, this is correct. Next, we will coming to the next one. 3 plus 2 equal to 5. Is it greater than 6? No, it is less than 6. Okay, so always the sum should be greater than the side that you have left out. So here also you will write, therefore, it is not possible to have a triangle. Okay, so is it clear for all of you children? So children, now let us enter into today's class. Today we will be seeing the 6th sum and 5th sum from exercise 6.4. Okay, so in this question you have a quadrilateral ABCD. So is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA less than 2AC plus BD? So this is the question. Okay, so you have a quadrilateral ABCD and here you have diagonals as AC and BD. So what is a diagonal? A diagonal is a line that connects two opposite ends, two opposite corners. Okay, now let me have the midpoint where the diagonal meets as O. So what will you have next? Now we will use the formula that we have learned, that is sum of two sides greater than the third side in a triangle. So we will use that. In triangle AOB, okay, you will have OA plus OB greater than AB. Okay, next in triangle BOC, then OB plus OC greater than BC. Next in triangle COD, OC plus OD greater than CD. In triangle DOA or AOD, anything. Okay. Then you will say OD plus OA greater than DA. Okay. Now we have 4 equations. Now we will add everything. Okay. So you will have OA plus OB plus OB plus OC plus OC plus OD plus OD plus OA, and all this is greater than what you have, AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. Okay. So now you have see OA, OA, OB, OB, OC, OC, OD, OD. So all 2. OA plus OB plus OC plus OA. Okay. So this can be written as 2 into OA plus OC. So what is that OA plus OC? So can you see that in the diagram? OA plus OC, that is AC together. Okay. Then OB plus OD, that is BD together. So now you can write, instead of this you can write AC plus BD. Okay. So on the right hand side you will have AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. Okay. So in the same way here also you will have AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. So hence it is proved. Clear for all of you? So what you have to do? You have to prove that 2 into A plus C is greater than AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. So that one you have proved here. Okay. If you are reversing this and if you are writing, then you will again get the same statement only. Okay. So now we use that property that side of sum of 2 sides is greater than the third side, and we are proving this statement. Next is your 6th question. The question is, length of 2 sides of a triangle are 12 cm and 15 cm. Between what 2 measures should the third side fall? Okay. So using the property that we have learnt that sum of 2 sides is greater than the third side. Okay. So the third side should be less than sum of these 2. That is, see, look here. 12 plus 15 is how much? Equal to 27. Okay. So in a triangle, if 2 sides are 12 centimeters and 15 centimeters, then surely this third side should be less than 27. Yes or no? Yes. Sum of 2 sides is greater than the third side. So surely this side should be less than 27. Okay. Also, it cannot be less than the difference. That is 15 minus 12 is how much? It is 3. Okay. So it cannot be less than 3. Okay. So you will write therefore its measure lies between 3 centimeters. That is difference of these 2. 15 minus 12 and 27 centimeters. That is sum. Okay. Is it clear for all of you? So for a triangle, the third side always lies between the difference of the other 2 sides and sum of other 2 sides. So is it clear for all of you? That's it for today's class. Kindly go through the video and understand everything that is taught. Thank you and have a nice day.